Hello, I'm going to go over the merchants template with you. I know it has a lot of pieces, but it is quite simple to use. Let's dig in. All right. So first of all, it has some numbers here. These numbers are taken in from the date going live, right? So the date going live is what you need to change in order to let everyone else in the team know when you want this homepage to go live. So right now we have it set into the 31st, right? And so we have 131 31st. So when it goes in, it's going to tell you what is not completed as we go along. However, when you start changing the status, depending on the department that is responsible for the task of the status, right? You will be able to go ahead and change the status. So right now, let's say I filled everything in, and now the status, the brief is completed, and I have completed all of the things that I needed to do here. I'm gonna go status, and then the brief is completed. So now that the brief is completed, right, I'm going to then send an email, right, to that person. A new email opens in. Now my mail is what is default on my Mac. If you click that and it's not opening Outlook and a new Outlook, and it's not the Outlook browser, it is a new out from the app, a new email. If it does not open, you have to talk to IT about it so that they can make the email Outlook app default on your computer so that this happens, right? So I've explained that because I want IT to also know, just in case the new email does not open. But now what's happening? Now I have changed the status. I can send a new email, and I'm going to send an email to Christine or the people who should be responsible for getting that email, right? And so I have the people for that email here, and then I have the subject line, which is BFL 131, picking it from here, 131. Brief completed, which is taking it from the status, and then it's saying, hello everyone, please have the design for BFL HP completed by 118, right? Because the design completed, we need it by 118, as of it says here, okay? If you need this to change, if you need it to change here or anywhere here, do talk to Chris. I'm gonna go over this in order for him to know how to change it. So do go to Chris so that he can make the appropriate changes to the templates to accommodate to what is needed from you or the team, right? Because we're all in this together. Everyone gets affected by it, right? So we have this in here. So then all you have to do is just send the email. That's all you need to do. You don't, unless you want to, add anything to the email, of course you can, but then you send the email. Okay, I'm not going to save this. Now, the same thing happens with the design team. If the design is ready for review, they will also send an email, and it'll read design ready for review, and then it'll send it to you guys. Of course, I don't have it here just yet for you guys, but that will be changed. But it says, hello everyone, please have the design review for BFL HP completed by 121. Please refer to the link below. And so the link is going to be this link here for the prototype. So you'll be able to either copy and paste it into a browser, or you can just and simply go into the prototype and click on the prototype. Now that we click on the prototype and we go into the prototype, we check the prototype, right? And there's going to be just one page here, and then if you, with my my mouse, as you can see here, I'm gonna go all the way down and see how that appeared. So this is telling me that there is 2 pages in here to review. So I'm gonna go over the next page and I'm gonna review that as well. How can you review this? Very simply, you can click on it. Oh, let me see up here. Okay, you can click on it, you can go above, and there is a add to comments, right? So I can add a comment, and do you see how when I clicked it, my pointer changed? And now I can go where I need to add that comment, and so I will click in and I will add a comment. Hey, change text. Or they can also, and of course I did that, there we go, or change image, right? And so then I can click submit here, or I can go even deeper. If I know the person, right, I can actually select who is going to get that that comment directly. So I can do that as well, and that is at the at. Here we go. I can add emojis. Very cute. I can, yes, this is great, approved, right? Or, you know, little things like that, just to add and raise the morale, right? We can add little icons. We can also add an image from let's see if I have an image here. I have a GIF. I'm not sure if a GIF, let's see, a JPEG. Yes. So I can add an image as well into my comment, and then I can send the comment. So send away. Now they can see who is sending the comment by the icon, and then it's got my name and when I sent the comment, right, or the request for change, and then it says that it has one image. Okay, so you can view them here in your panel, because when people respond, they will respond to this. And let's go ahead and do that. All right, so then we're here, but then what will happen is you can see that there is one reply, and the reply is thank you, will do. And so this would have been one of the artists responding back to your comment. Okay, so then once the changes are done, then you can go ahead and say, okay, so this was resolved, so this is good, so it is done. So I'm like, okay, so that was resolved, it's done. And so I can go in here, I can mark it resolved. Okay, all right, so then I can also sort by unread, sort by date, and also show the resolved comments. So I can go back and see what has been resolved, just in case you want to go back and mark as unread. You can delete it, okay? Or you can see it and then reply back to it, all right? So right, so then That's a size. My comments here. All right. So let me refresh this. And let's go to comments. And I can see my comment here, and I can see that it's got 2 replies, right? So I can still say, okay, it's been resolved, right? And so it'll go back to the resolved. But if it was not resolved, I can go into the unresolved. Oh, show resolved comments. And then I can then say this was unresolved. So I reply to it, and then it'll show back into the unresolved. Another thing you can do here is you can change the view, right? As I am doing here. You can also change whether it's actual size. I do recommend keeping it at actual size because it's 100%. So you see exactly what is going to look like. But you can fit, do responsive, fill screen, or even hide the UI. I don't necessarily recommend those, but they are there. You can also share the prototype with someone else. So you can click on here and then invite someone else. So Chris. So I can then add Chris, or I can also add Chris and then copy the link and send them the link. Remember, if you do not add someone in here for them to be able to view it, you cannot copy the link and send the link to that person because they will not have access. So you have to add them first and then copy the link and send them the link via email or Teams. All right, so now that we've covered how to review, that is how to review. Like I said, you can scroll, you can change pages, and you can comment, right? So you can also add your comments wherever you want them to see that comment. So if I have a change on bells, that is where I'm going to right? So I will do the comment where I want them to see the comment and change that item or place that comment near the area or on the area where they need to do that change. Okay. All right. So let's go back to the merchants. And so you can change the reviews. You can change the status here. And once you change the status, it also lets us know whether that has been completed and if it was, if it's now on time, right? It's on time. It's been submitted. And you can also send an email. So you can send, all right, so you can send the email, well, walk 1 reviewed, and then the body, right? Now, you can also add, the rows are 12 rows here, and you can also add the heading, the context, right? The content. The content would be the promotion. The button text or link text that you want, right? So for example, if this says something like 50% on swimwear, right? Then you can put here swimwear, right? And then you will add the URL link. And any notes, right? So launch dates, if they are different from the launch date of going live date 131, you can put them here. Any changes afterwards, for example, this URL has been changed, or you can highlight the URL links that you change after your reviews. I suggest that if links need to be reviewed in alpha, and then you're like, links need update in alpha, and this is brilliant yellow here, I suggest going in and highlighting that yellow. And it's like, these have been the links that I have changed, and so I'm letting the person that needs to change those links know that these need to be changed. All right. And so then also, if you have any images that you would like to let the artist know or creative know, hey, I saw this on Target, or I saw this on Dillard's, or I saw this on Macy's, and I would like for us to do something similar to that, you can add the link to that image here. I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's go to Dillard's. And let's say in Dillard's, I'm like, oh my God, yes, wow. Their hero is beautiful, and I want something very similar to this. You can go ahead and copy. See, I right click or control click on your Mac, or right click and say copy image address. And what that will do is it'll copy the link of that image, and then I can go back into my merchant template, and then I can paste in here, right? And so you can see that that is the Dillard's, right? That's the Dillard's image. And so that way the artist will see that image, and and if you can add notes here as well, hey, I loved how they have like the square, or whatever notes you'd like, you can add them here, and then that way the artist will know. You can also go to Binder and select some images in Binder, or our own website, and select some images from our own website and add them here as well. That is all up to you. It is not necessary. It's only a suggestion. It is not a requirement. All right, so moving on, you will add the heading for the row up here. You will add the content here, or the promotions here. You will add the button or link text here, the URL, notes, and images. And so you can do that with each and every row as needed. And that's it. The other little thing is we have week 1, 2, 3, and 4 here. So you can have all 4 weeks for the month. There, and that is it. All you need to concentrate is filling out those weeks, and you will be good. All right, so I hope this was helpful. I hope that you can use this template. Of course, do not use this template that I'm showing you. The first thing that you will need to do is make a copy. So file and create a copy, right, of this template, and rename it. Everything will work as I showed you in that copy. All right. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and goodbye.